Hello, this is Steve and Laurie. Our program is breaking it down with Steve and Laurie, and it kind of fits because we break things down. So um, we're just gonna go. Laurie's got a subject ready for us, and I'll turn it over to her. And just remind you, like, um, what are all those words? Subscribe, like, subscribe, share. And comment. We're very anxious to hear your comments. We had a guy ask us to discuss Holocaust mathematics, and I was like, dude, I had to look it up first of all. And then I'm like, dude,
That's
way over
topic.
in my head. But sounded very interesting. And I was like, that's psychology, but there were parallels. It's very Orwellian. The Nazis were doing it. They were using mathematics to justify what they were doing. Strange.
That's over my head.
Exactly. So instead, we're going to talk about
entitlement. So, okay. So he doesn't know I'm going to ask him this question, but I want to start off asking Steve a question. So, honey, if I said to you for my birthday, would you buy me a Chanel purse? What would you say?
I'd ask you to spell it, because I'm not that misinformed. I do know Chanel's a designer, so catch me up to speed. How much is that bag?
At a minimum, $7,000.
Well, I love you very much, and I'd chop off an arm if it would do it, but but the hypothetical is, what if you asked me for a Chanel bag for your birthday?
Mm-hmm. What would you say?
Well, we haven't set up donations yet. I would ask for a donation, but what would I say? I'd probably tell you that I would do anything for you, but that's a lot of money, and you're the money person. If we can afford it, I'd be all in. And I'm probably messing up your question, but that's me personally. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can tell we've never talked about this. I've been watching a lot of YouTube shorts, really, about girls and talking about dating and expectations. And there was this one woman, and Anton Daly, I think he's really fun and very interesting. And
next time we'll be prepared to say what his channel is, and I'll try to remember to put it in the comments.
Because he critiqued the video, and to me, he's always, right on, and which I enjoy listening to him. But he critiqued a video where a girl had gone on a date with a guy for 2 or 3 dates, and I'm talking from a therapist standpoint, that how did it strike me, and what would I say to the girl? But
you're saying on the 3rd date she asked for a Chanel bag?
No, on the 3rd date, it was going to be her birthday soon, and
okay, so on her 3rd date for her upcoming birthday,
right?
Okay, so maybe 6 dates in.
She was talking about how she had gone and gotten her nails done and her hair done, and she wanted to go to this 5-star restaurant, but it wasn't like she was asking for a Chanel bag. And I thought, wow, I would never ask him for something like that. Go ahead.
Clarification: she didn't ask for a Chanel bag?
She said it's not like she was asking for a Chanel bag, but she said when a woman throws down that kind of money, the guy that she's seeing should say to her, "Oh, you're spending all this money, let me pay for those things."
The Chanel bag?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I just want to...
I know, I'm not being very clear.
Okay, so her logic is...
Yes.
If she spends money on nails,
hair,
outfit, all this stuff, and help a guy, a blue-collar guy, help a blue-collar guy understand how much money we're talking here.
Probably $300 to $500.
Now, this sounds like the kind of girl that probably does that stuff anyway, but she's saying in preparation for the date, okay.
She said when a guy you're seeing knows that you're throwing down that kind of money, he should step up and offer to take care of those bills.
Oh, so she's not saying take me to a $500 restaurant.
Oh no,
she's saying take me to the $500 restaurant and throw me $500 to pay for all that stuff.
Right.
Okay.
And she threw in there, it's not like I was asking for a Chanel bag.
Did she literally ask him for that money?
No, she's was mad.
Mad that he
upset.
didn't think to offer her that money. Okay.
Yes. And it stood out to me for many reasons, but it stood out to me because I thought, I cannot imagine in any lifetime hoping, expecting, asking a man to buy you an expensive purse like $7,000.
Because that's coming. You know that's coming next with this girl.
Yeah. And don't mishear me. Like, I think some of those things are works of art. I mean, they're beautiful. But you're talking about a hardworking, I would say average, like us, person to put out that kind of money to prove what? I mean, that was the first thought.
I'll tell you what it's to prove. It's to prove that there's going to be supply for her whole lifetime. She's bartering her looks for a lifetime of comfort and luxury, which is.
And she was nice looking, but she was average. You know, again, she's like us. I mean, she's the average person. So I thought what really stood out to me was a feeling of sadness for her because she's setting herself up for a lifetime of disappointment. Secondly, it struck me the level of entitlement.
Let me interject something.
Mm-hmm.
She's also setting herself up for a lifetime of a transactional relationship.
Mm-hmm.
There's no joy in that. There's no happiness in that. And as soon as she doesn't have anything left to bargain with, i.e. her looks, she's going to be fucked. Pardon me. But, and not in a good way. So, I mean, to me, it advertises a level of, a lack of depth, complete shout, surface level person. And why would a guy want to spend the money, first of all? And I mean, a smart guy would be like, no, there are guys looking for that transactional situation, which we'll do an episode on guys being stupid because, that's not the kind of happiness you ought to be looking for. And if that is the kind of happiness you're looking for, you need to do some growing because it's, I don't know, man. It's like a fancy dinner. You go, you enjoy it, but you crap it out and you got nothing to show for it. But if you invest...
Except, the memories and the special...
Well, okay.
But
if you are a high-level person with depth, yes, you will take something away from it. But if you're a transactional person, it's just that the transactional shallow person is just going to be looking for that next thing.
Yeah.
It's really like an addiction. The thing that they had, it's not worth anything anymore. They're looking on to their next fix.
Well, that's a good point because, of course, that got my mind thinking, and I thought, entitlement is on the top 3, in my opinion, things that make somebody the most unhappy. Like the most unhappy people I've ever known.
The person that is feeling the entitlement, not the person that they're
the entitled person
asking for it from. Okay.
Right. I just started hearing his frogs chirping.
So
they're hungry. It's Saturday night, and they want some dinner.
We don't have crickets. We have
Frogs.
poison dart frogs, and they make these cute
In
little
a
chirping
terrarium.
noises. So,
So anyway, what I want to say about that is, it made me sad for her. I was proud of the guy because he broke up with her. Right? I mean, good for him. That was some really sound thinking because that's
talk
usury.
About red flag.
Well, that's usury.
Yeah.
And let me define entitlement. I'm a very practical person. So to me, knowledge leads to understanding, which leads to change of behavior. So entitlement is when you have an expectation of receiving things that are not you don't give those things. So anytime you have an expectation of somebody else of what they should be providing for you, and I'm talking emotionally, relationally, physically, but you are not that person. You don't give that.
And that breaks one of our biggest rules about marriage and relationships. Both partners should be shooting for 150%. If both partners are trying to give 150%, because we're going to fall short. If both partners are trying to give more than they can, more than they think they can, as much as they can, however you want to put it, and both partners are doing it, then things are going to be pretty great.
Well, because
sometimes there's ebb and flow. Sometimes you're only capable of 50%.
But even more than that, to me, it shows an attitude of healthy people want to enrich their partner's life. They want to enrich the lives of people in their life, their friends, their children, their families, their co-workers. They care about showing up and making things better than when they showed up. So if you're entitled, you are chronically taking. And that's a black hole. That is a black hole to live in. So the happiest people focus on saying, what do I give? What am I like when I choose to love? What's the quality of love that I give? So I want to go back to, it made me think about 30 years of having the privilege of working intimately with people's hearts and realizing the most unhappy people I have ever known, and put aside dollar amount, it doesn't matter how much money is on the table, the most unhappy people are entitled. They just don't feel fulfilled. They don't have a sense of their own depth and quality that keeps them fulfilled. And so that's why they show up in relationship and they go, well, I want this, and you're lucky to have me. So on the third date, you should throw down, essentially $1,000. And think about if the guy had done that to her, if he said, hey, I'd really like you to show me how much you're valuing that I'm dating you. How about you buy some parts for my motorcycle? I mean, it gets delusional to me. It's just a delusional place to live. And it makes me think you don't really know what brings you fulfillment. You don't really understand yourself well enough to say, is that truly meaningful to you?
Again, a vapid person that is learning what will fulfill them from advertisements and watching the Kardashians.
Or our culture, or, fill in the blank. Yeah. Instagram. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. Again, a vapid person that has no depth, that does not do any soul searching. We're told we're supposed to, we're of value and we should know what we want. Sounds like she's doing that, except in a complete bastardization of the concept.
Well, and in such an external.
Yeah, exactly. External,
right?
Precisely.
Such an external. Yep. So I could talk on and on about this topic, but that was that's just something I wanted to throw out there, is that it's really stood out to me in watching some of these videos.
Say the other one. Kevin Samuels?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You love him too.
Yeah. He's just a raw truth teller, and
but he's dead.
He's dead.
But he was a YouTube personality.
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels.
Well, he's a stylist.
He is.
Boy, did he have style. But yeah, he died, I think, like 3 years ago.
And his videos are still available.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder who's managing that.
Several different people, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, well, that was a surprise topic for him.
It was, and I probably messed up your question, but sorry.
You can clearly tell we have never talked about, will he go buy me a Chanel bag?
I would. I'd grab my credit card and go. That's why she's never asked. All right. Well, thanks for being with us. You got to help me with these words. Like, share, comment,
yes, and thank you.
subscribe.
I want to say it's really sweet, and it's really touched me personally. I'm really letting him take care of all because I'm not good at any of that, but the subscribers have really brought a lot of tenderness to me, because I really appreciate that. It's not fun to try to engage with people if nobody's listening, so.
Yes, it's very encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
So thank
it's
you.
Encouraging.
Thank you to our subscribers, to our future subscribers, and we'll definitely be trying to give you something back. So thank you.